Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mike, and this is Game Night with Mike, and welcome to 7 Days to Die. Such a lovely sunrise, isn't it? If you ignore the horrific sounds coming from below me. This game is, well, you've probably heard of this by now. The developers have been handing out alpha keys for the past, 3 days or so. It's taken them a while to get alpha keys out to the 20,000 plus buyers of the game. And I finally got my key earlier today and have been playing it some. As you can see, I'm on day 8. If you haven't heard of 7 Days to Die, what it is basically a cross between Minecraft. I'm going to jump out here. I'm not going to go downstairs. Oh, a submachine gun. Crap. Oh, I want the submachine gun. What can I trade for it? I've got lots of empty jars back at base, so I'm going to trade that for it. This is basically a cross between Minecraft and Dayz at the moment. The developers have said that it's got RPG and tower defense elements. Let's see, grab the hubcap. Alright, we are on our way. Let me check my map. And we want to go that way. As I was saying, the game it's basically, right now it's in alpha version 1. It is basically a cross between Minecraft and Dayz. The developers have said that it's got RPG and tower defense elements, and while I can see the beginnings of those elements in there, they really aren't in there fully in alpha version 1. They were fully funded on Kickstarter up to their maximum $500,000 stretch goal, which will get us at some point in the future, sometime after their full release in 2014, will get us random generated worlds, vehicles, all sorts of really cool features. But right now, this is the world as it exists right now. You can see that even though it's voxel-based and it's all cubes and everything, there is still some deformation of the terrain. It's not 100% blocky looking, which is kind of cool. It behaves as though it's 100% blocky looking, though. But you can put down things like stone and wood and build houses, build houses and build them up more to help them better withstand the attack of the zombies. Unlike Minecraft, you don't have the full range of features, but you also get some additional features that aren't in there that I'll be talking about a little later and in future videos. Unlike Dayz, also, the zombies are actually a threat right now, whether you're playing single player or with multiple people. And I hope to get some multiplayer gameplay in here at some point soon. The key situation that the developers have been handing out is kind of wonky at the moment. They've been having trouble with it because of just the sheer number of users. So right now, in my small circle of folks I know, I am the only person who actually has a key at the moment. So I'll be doing some single-player gameplay and just going through and showing you guys the game for now in the single-player version. So unlike Dayz, the zombies in this game are a real threat. During the daytime, they just shamble around slowly. Or I should say in the daytime or in the light, because light is a big factor in the zombies' behavior. If the zombies are in darkness, like you see in there, they can run. And they are more powerful and extremely dangerous. In the sunlight or in illumination provided by campfires or torches, they are not all that dangerous. And their only danger is in the sheer number of them. Unless you have a gun, it can be fairly easy to fall prey to them. When they're slow, gosh, see, they can sneak up on you. But at the same time, they're fairly easy to defeat. At nighttime, they come in these waves of hordes that will hunt you down wherever you are, underground, in the building, at the top of a tree. Doesn't matter where you are, they will find you, and they will try to kill you. So what you have to do is, when night comes, you basically have to hunker down and fortify down, and make sure that you can last the night. One of the issues with this, though, is that physics in the game is fairly realistic, or let's say more realistic than Minecraft. So if I were to, for example, start putting out an archway right here, eventually it's going to collapse under its own weight. Let's see here. There you go. So if, for example, I were to hide in the loft of this barn, and this happened to me my first night, if the zombies were to knock out enough of the sides of the barn as they're trying to get to me, as they're attacking to try to get to me, the entire barn will collapse, and you will die fairly easily to stuff falling on top of you. So it provides, the game in itself, just by its features, provides an interesting challenge in that the zombies are actually a threat in the game, which is nice. That's a nice change from Dayz, where it's not really the zombies aren't a threat anymore. I mean, it's just the people who are a threat now. Chicken ration, bottled water. There we go. I could use some more water. Actually, there aren't any zombies around. I'm going to eat real quick. Stick that in there. So what I'm doing right now is I actually have a base on the other side of the map that I've set up. As I was playing the game a little bit before I got ready to make this video. And right now I'm on, I think, day 2 of what's going to be at least a 3 or 4 day excursion, just searching the map for supplies. And thankfully I managed to find a lot. I have a sniper rifle, shotgun, lots of ammo for my pistols. So, doing alright. In this alpha version, the map is fairly small. You can see that if I scroll around, I can't zoom out any further, or else I would show you the entire map at once, but that's the entirety of the map, and I have a base up here at the lake. Daytime lasts for about 20 to 30 minutes. I haven't measured it precisely. Nighttime lasts for a little bit less. Feels like right now nighttime lasts for a little bit too long, because unless you can find a way to fortify like an underground mine, zombies will find their way to it, or unless you have a lot of crafting to do, you're going to get pretty bored at nighttime. It's nice that you can actually alt-tab out of the game, which is what I do at night right now. So whenever I get myself up to a safe place, I just alt-tab out and die, 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 die. Thank you. I'll just get up to a high position, make sure I'm fortified and protected, and then just wait out the night. Just alt-tab out, get some other stuff done, and wait for daytime to come. That is something that's definitely going to have to be addressed in future updates, but I'm sure it will. So right now we do have, you can see the Minecraft elements that I showed you earlier of crafting. We also have, in this, with the world being fairly small, the supplies are fairly limited. However, in addition to the stuff that you find in buildings, which will not respawn currently, you also have zombies that have food and water, and I've seen scrap metal, I've seen weapons, I've seen ammunition, I've seen all sorts of stuff on zombies themselves that you can kill for supplies. For things, if you really want to go all out and get lots of stuff, like lots of, if you want to get coal, if you want to get iron, you're gonna have to go mining, which you can do. 7 Days to Die right now is this interesting sort of hodgepodge. It's not very smooth. It doesn't really have an identity as of yet, but what it does have is this hodgepodge of Minecraft and Dayz elements to it that are pretty cool. So let's see what it looks like to chop a tree down. I wish I had my chainsaw. I think I might actually have my chainsaw with me. Do I? Yes, I do. So with the chainsaw, all I have to do is cut down the base of the tree. And I don't have any room for the pine wood. But you can see it's as simple as that. Cut it down with an axe. I could punch it and eventually knock it down, or I can just cut it with a chainsaw, one quick stroke, and the entire tree falls down and is ready for me to pick the stuff up. Looking at the time, it's 12:40. I really need to get my butt in gear if I'm going to get back to base, because around 5 o'clock, if you aren't either at your base or at a place that you can fortify for a temporary overnight stay, you're screwed. Because at around 7 o'clock, it's dark enough that the zombies start spawning in hordes, they start running, they become incredibly powerful. So, you can also kill animals, like this deer can kill the deer, put its meat on a stick. I actually have venison on me. I'm going to test what that's like. When I get back to my base, I'm going to build a campfire and try and cook some meat there. You can create cornbread. You can grow corn, you can grow potatoes, you can grind the corn at the cornmeal, mix it with water, poof, there's your cornbread for making more food. I think you can also collect water with empty jars from, well, you can do it from toilets, from other water sources, but you can also collect water to drink. So the base elements for a true zombie survival / horror game are here. And the zombies are actually a threat, because when they are, because you have a, as you see in the bottom left hand corner of the screen, I have a sprint meter. It's basically your exhaustion meter, you know. So how far can I run? How many times can I swing an axe, etc. So if I walk, it'll slowly fill up. So I can't run forever like you can in Dayz to escape zombies. So if you get trapped outside at night, I guarantee you will die fairly quickly. When you respawn, respawning seems to be a little bit janky at the moment in this first alpha version of the game. Respawning seems to, for me, it seems to be putting me back at, depending on what's going on, or I'm not sure what's happening. It's putting me back in a few different locations because I've died a few times. It's put me back where I originally spawned in when I first started the game. It's put me back in my home base once, and it's put me back inside of a barn that I spent the night in once. So that's a little bit janky, but you lose all the items that are in your inventory hotbar down at the bottom. You can see them scrolling through right now. You do get to keep all the items that are inside of your main inventory that you get, that opens up when you press the I key. So lots of cool little elements in this first alpha. It is a memory hog at the moment. It's got some massive memory leaks right now, so be warned of that. I've also read that some folks are having some issues with the 64-bit version. I am running the 32-bit version. I have not tried the 64-bit version simply because of the amount of problems folks have been reporting on the forums with it. But if you haven't backed this game, if you didn't back this game on Kickstarter or pre-order it before they went to Kickstarter, you will have a chance to get it soon at 7daystoDie.com/buy. That is their purchase page to purchase it through PayPal and get a key instantly. They should have that up, they claim, sometime later today on August 19th, or possibly the next day. They are very overwhelmed right now with still trying to get all those keys out to folks, so give them a little bit, show some patience. I mean, they are a small studio. They are having issues growing quite rapidly. They got 20-some-odd thousand, or 12,000, I think, backers, plus they had a bunch of folks who pre-ordered the game previously, and they have a bunch of people with double keys, so give them a little bit of patience. They promised the game will be out sometime by the end of August. The alpha will be out by the end of August, so let's cut them some slack. So you can see I'm almost back to my base, and you'll notice that there has been a fairly wide variety of biomes so far in the game. Uh-oh. Let's see here. Boom! Oh! Destroyed your head! And I got some painkillers. Excellent. Oh, here's my lake house. Just over this little hill. When you're playing alone, it is fairly difficult to prepare things because you have such a limited amount of time. But that's part of what you got to deal with. So what I have to do right now is, let's see, I need this back there. Okay, let's head up here real quick to my storage chests, and I got to deposit some stuff. Let's see here. Venison, potato seeds, I'll stick you in there. I'll need that. Okay, I do have wood spikes on me still. Good. Put that in there. Alright. So you can see it's already 4 o'clock. And I still have lots of preparations to do. So one of the thing that I've decided to do with this house is to dig a couple of pits out. What the heck? Oh, I need to eat. If you don't eat and drink on a regular basis, your health will start to go down. You'll think that somebody is attacking you, but don't worry, they aren't. Just look at your food and drink bar if you run into that kind of issue. Be very careful also when putting down wood spikes. These things are very janky right now. If you put one down underneath you or next to you, which is very easy to do, you will die quite instantly to it. It kind of sucks. Just to put it mildly, it really, really, really sucks. And we'll take a quick look down here. This is the mine that I've dug so far. You can see I have torches up on the walls that provide the same amount of light as daytime. I haven't had a cave-in yet, thankfully, but I'm just what I've decided to do is dig down to the rock layer and just do a 2-block wide tunnel. If I ever decide to move to the small town just down to the south of me, I've read about some folks who are building entire tunnel systems under the town to pop in and out of houses. That sounds a little bit too ambitious for me right now, but we'll see. Let's see, I have enough spikes there. I'm going to put some... Let's see, let's go ahead and chop this out. Boom, alright. Collect the wood. Put another layer there. And I think we're just about done here. I will want to put some wood up on the side. Let's put that ammo in there. Whenever you use a gun, you do have to have the ammo in your quick inventory bar as well as the weapon that you want to use. A little bit annoying, but it does serve a purpose. You also have to pick up items by pressing E on them, hovering over them and pressing E. Items do not automatically get added to your inventory, unfortunately. Be sure to check anything you see. There are mounds of garbage that contain everything from pieces of paper and cloth to food and drink. Cars will contain the same thing, and dead zombies will, like I said, also contain the same thing. So we are getting close here. I'm not sure why these spawn. These seem to spawn underneath spikes sometimes. They're trap hole covers. They may be just a feature of the alpha that hasn't been fully fleshed out yet. Alright, so those guys are going to come through there, hop down there, hop up there. I'm going to dig out a couple more spots. Apparently, what is this, carpeting? Interesting. I'm not sure why there's carpeting there. I'm going to dig out a couple more slots here and put down some more spikes. And 1, 2... Because I really don't want to have to worry about them coming up top. I'm going to build a campfire and stuff, and I don't want to have to deal with them up here. I can just block this area off right here. Boop. But then they'll start tearing down the walls to try to get to me. Now you'll notice that I've also put stone around the bottom edge of most of the walls as to keep them from breaking through. However, if you don't leave a weak point for them to come in, then they'll just start tearing up everything to get to you. So that's why I have my doors open here. I don't actually have doors in, because I want them to go for those 2 points specifically whenever they attack in the evening. I do not want them to have the opportunity to try and come through the walls and break through. So, let's see, we're already at 6:30. You can see it's getting dark quite rapidly, so let's just sit here and wait for the zombies to come. Here they come. Oh, that's a nice little bug there. Apparently when I cut down the tree, the limb stayed up there. Oh gosh. Oh, here they come, see? Woo! Let's get down there and watch them die. Now they will follow you by sight, so if I stand out here, they will come run underneath this edge here and die horrific deaths on the spikes as they try and get in to get to me. Ah! So the spikes are only good for about 3 or 4, from what I've been able to tell, about 3 or 4 hits on zombies. There are a few came in through the front. But it's holding them off so far. That's good. If I can just lead them out here to where all the spikes are at, if they'll see me, then maybe I'll keep them from coming in. Nope. Hello, buddy. Oh gosh, they're getting by. Ah! That's why I put more spike traps in. Oh crap. Let me go over to this side here, see if I can lead them over into this section of the spikes. Nope, here they come up the stairs. I think this wave is nearly done though. Ah! Son of a bitch. No, shoot! You've already got a bullet in there! Shoot! Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and hold wall up this area here. Oh gosh, they're breaking it. See, you can break there. So you can see they're breaking it through. There are only a couple more in here, though. Whew. Alright, so my fire axe is completely destroyed. Fortunately, and this will give you a chance to see the crafting system. Once you craft all the recipes that you see in your list are available to you based on the items you have in your main inventory. So everything you see in this crafting list on the right can be built because you have the necessary items in your crafting inventory. I'm going to go ahead and just shore this up while I'm talking so nobody surprises me. That means that, for example, I can make cobblestone, I can make a wooden club, I can make campfire, bucket, barbed wire, etc. Things that you have built before show up in green. That means that you've solved that recipe. The recipes are like miniature puzzles. So for barbed wire, I don't know what the recipe is for that, but I'm going to guess it's scrap metal like that. And yes, it is, lo and behold, 3 scrap metal top and bottom. And because I figured that out, that recipe now shows up as green, and I don't have to actually place the items in there anymore in order to form it. I just have to click on it. If I want more than one, I can click additional times. So if I wanted a fire axe, I just click on it and drag and drop. Boom. So that makes it really, really, really nice for building stuff because you don't have to manually put every single item in there every single time. I need to get down there and put in some more spikes, though. I hope I'm not going to be too late for that. We'll see, though. Let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. The recipes are fairly easy to figure out. They're very easy to figure out. They really don't take that much effort at all. More recipes are going to be added in the future, as the developers have said. But for right now, there are a few that you can get. So if you want to build a particular thing but you don't see the recipe in your list, that means, hey, you don't have the necessary items to actually build that item. Here they come. By the hoardfuls. By the hoardfuls. So that's a look at 7 Days to Die. New game from, and the name of their company is humorous and juvenile at the same time. The Fun Pimps Entertainment. I don't know who came up with the name of their company, but hey, more power to them. It's a great little game, currently in alpha. You'll be able to buy it within the next day or two if you weren't a backer previously, but don't worry, us backers have had trouble getting the game. We've been waiting for the game for a few days now, but now that we finally have it, their purchase page should be back up, so folks should be able to purchase it from their PayPal page at 7daystoDie.com/buy. Just keep on monitoring that page and look for it to be up hopefully soon. I will be doing more videos on this in the future, showing you guys some more features of the game, as well as hopefully doing some multiplayer playthroughs at some point. If you guys have the game and are interested in doing a little bit of co-op multiplayer play, let me know. Leave a comment and let me know what you think of the game and what you guys have been building if you have it, or why you don't like it if you don't like it or you're not a fan of it. And I will hopefully not die to these hordes. These hordes are getting bigger. I need more spike traps, because the ones that I had put up, all those holes I dug for them, were quite sufficient a few nights ago. And I'm convinced these hordes are getting bigger. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Mike, and this is Game Night with Mike, and I will catch you all later.